Hi, Cheryl.
Hi.
I'm Jessica. I was the nurse working with you last week,
Oh, yes, I remember.
and we had talked about how you had just had your stroke and how you were feeling, and that you were here for vacation, but the stroke kind of kept you here in Canada a little bit longer.
It did. It was a shock, but I guess I'm in good hands.
Yeah, that's right. Now, we were hoping to have you discharged so that you could go home back to New Zealand, but the doctor thinks it might be best for you to go to the Stan Cassidy Center, which is a rehab facility, so that they can focus on gaining some strength back on your left side where you had your stroke.
That's correct, yeah. I really want to just go home, but
Yeah.
um, if they feel I need it, then I'm going to follow what the doctors want me to do.
Mhm.
But it's disheartening not to
Yeah.
be able to go home. I feel I'm ready, but
You feel you're ready to go home, but you also feel really disheartened and maybe disappointed.
yes, I'm very disappointed. I thought I was going to get home to get back to doing my daily, living my life in New Zealand, but there's been a stall put on that, and I should do what the doctors say. So I will do my best at Stan Cassidy, but yes,
Yeah.
it's disheartening.
What types of things are you so disheartened about not being able to do right now?
Well, I'm in a knitting club, and I can't knit because of the left hand. It's
Mhm.
the left side, and they really miss me at the club, and I miss my friends and the socialization because I don't really get very much here because I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
And we did a walking club, and I know they all miss me, and I miss them.
Yeah. Have you considered maybe gaining internet access to communicate with your group from Canada?
Oh, I have an iPad. That's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. You could even maybe Skype with them while they're doing their knitting club.
Oh,
Although you
yeah.
can't knit, you could still be a part of the group for now until you get back.
I didn't think of that. Yes, I'm computer illiterate, but I know someone
Yeah,
will help me.
that's right.
That's a good idea.
There's lots of people here that could help you with that.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. That makes me have something to look forward to.
Yeah. And your family's here visiting. How is that for you?
At first, it was very good to see them, but now, with all my children here, and it's just too many people in the room, it's very overwhelming.
Mhm.
Um, but they seem to be doing more activities of looking around
Yeah.
New Brunswick.
Do you feel that when they're here in the room with you, do you find it changes maybe your how your care is being given? Like, do you feel like maybe you're feeling pressured to do exercises, or maybe nervous because there's people here watching?
Yes, I feel kind of like a failure, and I don't want them to, especially my children, I don't want them to see my weakness and that I am injured. Um, yeah, I do feel pressure. It's very difficult.
Mhm. So you feel that it's a weakness, that it's a negative thing.
Yes, at first I couldn't wait for them to get here, but now it's a lot of pressure. It's for me to get better. I want it fixed today,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be fixed today.
Well, one thing that we could help with that is instead of looking at it in a negative light, maybe looking at having your children or your loved ones here turn it into a positive. This is a great learning experience for your children on how to help you overcome an obstacle and how to overcome an obstacle for themselves. So, what are some ideas that we could do with that could get your kids involved in your care?
Um, we could turn it into a positive thing by maybe they could help me with my exercises.
Yeah.
Some of the movements are passive, where they have to help me move my arm, so they could help with that.
Mhm.
Maybe one child at a time.
Right.
Yeah. So
And instead of you feeling as a way of you needing help, it's a great way to look at it as teaching your children on how to help others,
true.
right?
That's true. That would probably work well because as it is now, they're standing there looking at me, wondering what's wrong with mom,
Mhm.
and they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So that is a very good idea. I would be open to that.
Yeah?
That sounds like a good idea.
What are some other ways that we could get your family involved in a more positive way?
Um, I should probably talk to them about what has happened on a more deeper level, other than mom is injured.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that might help too, of understanding what's going on, how long it's going to take, and where do we go from here.
Yeah. So would you say that a goal that you see for the future is having your family kind of completely have an understanding of what's going on?
I think that would help. The more you understand something, the more we can work on it together.
Right.
As it stands right now, it's more of a pressure feeling for me.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
important for you and your family to understand that this is going to be a long process to get back to where you were before your stroke.
Right.
So it would be really great. Like, your family's here and they're definitely showing their support, but there's also such thing as showing too much support and making you feel overwhelmed.
Yes.
So it's important to have that communication and to really maximize what we can do for you and what your family can do for you instead of anything being a hindrance for you.
Right.
Because everybody wants to help, but it's important that everyone understands how to help in the best way.
Right. Exactly. I
Yeah.
agree. That sounds like a good plan. Something that I could certainly do.
Now, what other things besides passive range of motion could your family help you with? Let's brainstorm and think of some ideas, even crazy things.
Sure. Maybe they could, when I do need rest, they could probably go do an activity in the city, like
Yeah.
go sightseeing or something.
Mm-hmm.
They could also come back and tell me about it so that maybe I might get to see it.
Yeah.
Or maybe I might get a day pass.
Exactly.
Or I really wish someone would get me some knitting needles and bring me some yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I could knit sweaters for the doctors.
Yes. And you have a little girl, correct?
Right.
Maybe even practicing braiding her hair would be great for your arm.
Oh, that motion,
Gaining
yes.
some of that mobility back.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that. She loves that.
Yeah, that could be a goal for you. That you probably won't be able to get it right away, but practice and practice, and maybe by the end of the week you be able to braid your daughter's hair.
Oh, that's a good idea. I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some other things maybe I could do to strengthen my arm would be definitely do the exercises from physio,
Mhm.
and I do need help with that. And I think if the kids were there to help doing that, that everybody would be involved and we'd have a task to do instead of people standing around
Right.
making me feel pressured. So yeah, for sure. And then I could get out of here
That's right.
faster.
And keep that in your mind. The more we keep up with all of your rehab, the faster you'll get home. Use that as incentive in doing all of your exercises and to reach all the little goals that we make while you're here.
Definitely.
Now, when you go home, what sort of things do you feel need to be in place that would be different than what's in place now for you at home?
I was thinking about this today. Is our bathroom would need to be fitted with some bars
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have full strength on this side, and if I had the bars like they do here in the hospital,
Right.
I would feel more independent and wouldn't have to rely on somebody to help me up or
Right.
shower, turn, twist, whatever.
Okay. That's a great idea.
Yeah. So is
And there's
there
lots
help?
of resources at home that we could get you in contact with that could supply those things for you.
Oh, good.
Is there anything else that you can think of?
There's stairs to our front yard, to the front door,
Mm-hmm.
and I was worried about the stairs, but I can do stairs, but there's a lot of them. So my husband was thinking of putting in a ramp so that I could just walk up the ramp as opposed to going up the stairs.
Okay.
But that's a lot of money, so I don't know if we can do that.
Well, there's always financial help. I don't know a lot about the financial assistance in New Zealand, but it's something that I could try and look into for you
That would be great.
and relay that information back to your family.
Right. Yep. My husband wants to fix everything and alter everything in our home to make it easier for me, but thinking about the ramp, I think that might be overkill.
Yeah.
I don't think we need a ramp, but maybe we do.
Mhm.
The stairs are a real challenge for me.
Okay. Even maybe just a little ramp or
True,
yeah,
true.
there's lots of different options for that or even a different entryway you
Right,
could use.
true. Maybe I could use the back door. There's not so many steps.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be helpful.
True.
And now, what other things do you think are important for you to reach the goal of going home? What would you like to see happen?
I'd like to be strong enough to board the plane myself. I
Yeah.
don't want anybody helping me out in public.
Okay.
So
What could
hopefully,
we do?
I need to be stronger before I even think about getting on that plane. I wouldn't mind being boarded first.
Yeah.
I know how they board people with disabilities.
Mhm. That's right.
Maybe I could get on first.
And we do have around the Stan Cassidy, we do have little practice stairs. So we could even start using those and practice on those. And maybe one day we have the goal that you get up one step, the next day you get up three, and we could progress and continue. And that would help with your home and with getting on that plane on your own.
That sounds good.
So that would be a nice short term goal. And then each day that we meet that, increase that goal.
Oh, maybe I won't even need a ramp at my house.
That's right. You never know.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I would be interested in that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
Now, do you think that there's any barriers that would kind of hinder you from reaching your goal of getting home?
Not that I can think of because I'm very determined. I want to get stronger. This is not going to set me back. I'm very positive in my life, and I'm just a little bit scared.
Yeah,
But I think I can do it.
that's right. Good.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad you believe in yourself. We believe in you too.
Oh, thank you.
And we're here to help you.
Oh, that's great.
And hopefully that we'll have a meeting with the physiotherapist tomorrow and we can talk to her about all the goals that we discussed today
That
and
sounds
set
great.
up some concrete plans to help make these goals a reality.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow.
Great. Thanks, Jessica.
Bye.